today.
Hello.
This is our friend Haley.
How's it going?
If you've probably seen a lot of our other videos, we talk about, you know, when our friends date Korean guys and all these funny things happen. We say friends, we usually mean Haley.
I have stories.
It's usually hers. So we thought it's finally time to bring her in. Get the tea.
All the tea.
What's happening?
What is the 411? What has everybody been up to? What is the hot gossip? Tell me everything.
How many Korean guys do you think you've like roughly dated since being in Korea?
Like real relationships, probably 3.
Three.
Yeah.
And where have you like, but like what about like just like you met them once and then like you were like peace?
How many of those?
Yeah.
A lot.
A few.
I love dating.
A good few.
Dating is fun.
So then where do you usually meet these guys?
Well, the lasting relationships, surprisingly, besides one, have been like in real life. Like one was at a coffee shop and then one was at a restaurant. He was a waiter. And then the other ones were on Tinder, and like the relationship I'm in now, I met him on Tinder. It's been the best relationship so far, so don't count Tinder out.
So I know your first like real relationship here was from the waiter guy.
Because we were also
We were
at
all
the,
there
we were
at the
all eating
restaurant.
brunch.
Well, it's a long story. It's like a saga.
And we were all like, he's really cute, and Haley was like, yeah, like I'm interested in that, and we were like, go get it, girl. And then what happened?
Okay, so it took a span of like, how many months? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah, it's a few months.
So we started going to this brunch place, and there was a really cute waiter there, and we called him Hat because he always wore like this backwards hat. And
Yeah, I actually never learned his real name. I
Yeah.
just kept calling him Hat.
after a few months, we kept making eye contact. They made me pay every time.
We're like, go.
And the first time I went and paid, he told me how much it was in Korean, and like I was like, oh, okay, and I paid. And then he asked like, oh, what is it in English? And so I told him, and so the next time we went, he told me in English how much it was, like in perfect English. And I was like, okay, but like last time you didn't know English. And several months went by, like we kept going back, I kept making eye contact, like we would like have little flirty interactions, but I didn't think he was interested, like, I don't know, we just couldn't tell. And then I ended up going
He was
one
also
day.
very busy at his job.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was working.
Yeah.
was a
We were
really popular
interrupting the
brunch, yeah.
worst place.
so I was like, I'm gonna ask him for his cacao. And cacao is like how you message people here. And so I went up to pay, and I was like, I got this. I'm gonna do it.
Make
It's
it move.
gonna happen. And so I was like, do you have cacao? Like, can I have your cacao? And he was like, yeah, sure. He messaged me first, and then like I messaged him back, and he didn't respond for a day. Like he didn't say anything for a day. And in Korean dating culture, they're supposed to text back like immediately if they're interested. And so I was like, he doesn't like me, it's fine, all of this work for nothing, like whatever.
She's been building up to this for months.
And so he finally messaged me and asked me out on a date. And he was like, when I finally met him, he was like, my phone broke. Like literally when you texted me, I was so excited that I dropped my phone and it broke. So I couldn't text you back, and I was like, as we started going on this date, he was like, yeah, like I started to learn English for you because I wanted to ask you out. Like, so for 3 months, like after we started
making
seeing
eye
each other,
contact.
yeah, making eye contact, he was like, I started to learn English, and he like took me to this place, to this like bookstore that he had been studying English at, and he was like, yeah, so I would come here every day like after work, and like I would study. And I was like, that's really sweet. So that was like our first date, and like I was like, oh, this is great, like he really likes me, like I think he's really cute, like this is great.
Smooth sailing.
Smooth
She was
sailing.
very excited.
I was so excited. I was like, this is great, like it's gonna be perfect. And then we started seeing each other for like a few weeks, but he was so busy that like we started seeing each other less.
It might be like a general pattern.
Yeah, it's definitely a general, you know, pattern
like-
in Korea
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And so like after maybe 2 or 3 months, like he just kind of disappeared on me. Like ghosting is a thing that happens in Korea so freaking much. Like I can't tell you how often people just You don't know where they go.
Turn into pigeons.
Pigeons. And so like I just texted him. I was like, I need things to be clear cut. Like I don't beat around the bush. Like you're not just gonna, disappear on me. And so I texted him and I was like, look, like if you like the language barrier became a thing. Like it started to become really hard, and that's like most of my relationships in Korea. Like the language barrier just becomes too much for them. Like for me it's okay, like I can work around it, but it's too much sometimes for the guy, for the person that I'm dating. I just messaged him. I was like, look, like if you don't want to like see me anymore, that's fine, just like tell me.
She was like ready to break up with him.
Oh, I did. No, I did. I wasn't ready. I was just like,
she was like, guys, I really like, I think I'm gonna break up with him. And I was like, okay, if you don't think it's working, like, you do you. But then I messaged him and he was just like it's okay, like I understand, like I'm not upset like that you want to do this. He was like, we can just go our separate ways. And I'm like, okay, fine. Like I don't want to put up with you anymore. So I just didn't message him back, and that was kind of the end of that. But it started out so cute, right? Like he was like, wasn't
his
dad dying?
No, that was
the other one.
That's the next story.
But no, it was two.
No,
in a
you
row.
had two. You had two dads dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember his dad being sick.
Yeah.
Because it happened to you twice. That's why I was so
That's why
funny.
he was even more busy, because he had to go like.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he had to like take his dad to the hospital.
So then, guess what happened?
What happened?
His dad was sick. She couldn't break up with him because his dad was in the
Yeah.
hospital.
That's what it was.
Oh,
She wanted to break up with him, but he was really sad.
She forgot.
It's been a while. It's been like a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. And she wanted to break up with him, but his dad was in the hospital, so she was like, I can't break up with him. That's a dick move. He's really stressed and sad.
And then
So you held on for a minute.
I did hold on for a minute. I thought like maybe that was part of the reason why. And then yeah, when I said like, if this is too much for you, like let's break up or whatever, and he was like, yeah, that's fine, like we can break up. So I have all the traumatic dating stories for all of you. I have lots of stories.
It was a time.
This next story is worse. Like that was bad, but like the next one like was heartbreaking for me.
So if you guys are interested, we will post the follow-up story, but let us know what you guys think in the comments below about this story. Can you guys relate? Like, do you understand what she went through, guys?
Do you have ghosting experiences? Like that just disappeared. Like, I mean, once we broke up, we did not talk. Like, we did not talk again, like, ever. Same with the next story. If you want to hear
pigeons. It's the pigeons.
Alright, guys. Do you have a boyfriend turn into a pigeon on you? Please let us know.
Let us know.
In the comments below. Alright, guys, don't forget to
Like, comment, and subscribe.
see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.